Hello students, good morning. Here we will discuss how to count the syllables and what are the rules. So let us see what are the ways to count syllables. So now first is the listen method rules. What's the listen method rule? Say a word means we have to speak a word, and then how many times do you hear a e I o u as a separate sound, and then five vowels we know that a e I o u. So how many times we can listen in a word? We can listen either a or I or e or I, u, right? These five vowels, one of the vowels, two of the vowels, all the vowels, repetition of the vowels. So we have to count the same, and this is the number of syllables. So that number of how many times these sounds will repeat, that will decide the number of syllables. Okay, so that's the first method. Number two, the chin method rules. The chin method: put your hand under your chin, say the word, speak the word. How many times does your chin touch your hand, right? So then how many times chin comes down, this is the number of syllables. Suppose if I say a beautiful girl came to me. So that's a how many times our chin touches to our hand. It's a very good method. That is called chin method. Then clap method. Clap method, clapping may you may you find syllables, right? So that's a say the word, this is my class, right? So that's a clap each time you hear E, A, E, I, O or U, right? This is my class, this way. The number of claps is the number of syllables. So that is clap method, right? Fourth method is that the robot speak method. Robot speak method: make believe you are a robot from the year 2000. Say a word at this robot. So suppose I am robot and someone is saying a word to me. Pay attention to the pause you make. How many parts did you break your word into? So how many parts did you break your word into? Example: row, pause, boat. So two syllable, right? Listen.
Robot, robot, robot.
Okay. So this is the number of syllables. How many times? Number of four, right? Sorry, two. Two syllable word here. That's a two syllable word. Okay. Now next is, that's the last method, the written method rule. Count the number of vowels A, E, I, O, U in the word. Add one every time the letter Y makes the sound of a vowel. A, E, I, O, U. Add one every time the letter Y makes the sound of vowel A, E, I, O, U. Subtract one for each silent word. That is like the silent E at the end of the word, right? I'm repeating. Count the number of vowels first of all in the word. So first of all, for example, any word, here I'm picking up this word, for example, subtract. So number of A, E, I, O, here U and A, right? Two words are there. So A, E, I, O, U. First of all, add one every time the letter Y makes the sound of a vowel, right? So add one. Okay, then subtract 1 for each silent vowel. For silent vowel we have to subtract 1, like the silent e at the end of the word, right? So that is subtract, na, because there is no matra. Okay, then subtract 1 for each diphthong or triphthong in the word. So definitely about, so a and au will be counted as 1. So we have to subtract 1. Then diphthong, when two vowels make only one sound, ow, oi, right? Oo, door. We have given, we have taken example door, but it will be counted just 1 because sound is 1. Triphthong, when three vowels make only one sound. For example, triphthong, that is uh, that is I O U, Jiao. Right now, meow, right? So meow. I'm just giving example. So that's a. It will be counted as 1. So does the word end with le or les at 1 only if the letter before the le is consonant? So that is, that will be counted as 1. The number you get is the number of syllables in your word. So that is actually we have to do practically, and this way this is the uh, uh, this will be able to understand. Now uh, examples are one syllable, that is take, right? Pronounce take. Why? Actually that's a take, so it will be counted as 1. Take. Let us listen what they are saying.
take,
Take. Take, right? So that's a one syllable. Number 2, be. So that's a
be,
B. Actually sound is, this sound is like this. That's a B. This is B. Okay. Now that's a taking.
taking,
Right?
taking, taking,
That's a king. Right? King. So that's a tay and king, this way. Okay. Now redo.
redo,
Redo.
redo, redo,
Redo. So re and do, right? Re do, redo. Okay. Now next is dusted, right? Dusted. Listen.
dusted, dusted, dusted,
Dusted. Right? So that's a 1 and then to 2. Dusted. 2 syllable. 3 syllable word. Worrying. Right? So that's a worrying.
worrying, worrying,
Worrying.
worrying,
Worrying. Okay. How? Worry. Worrying. Actually, worrying. As a, right? So these are the, this is small video but very useful. Let us revise 5 ways to count syllables. Listen method, right? So for listening, and then count where vowels are coming. Number 2, that's a chin method, very useful. How many times put your hand below the chin and how many times chin touches to our hand. That's a useful method. Number 3, clap method. So you just have to put uh, clap and then how many times clapping you may. So that will be whenever you listen a I u u, so just clap for it, right? Then robot speaking method. Suppose we are robot and then I am sick this way. So that's a robot when we have to pay attention on pauses, right? So this is and last method is that little bit tough, we can say, written method, where we have to listen the word. Sometime we have to add one word for every letter y makes sound of a vowel. So add one every time the letter y makes the sound of a vowel, right? And then subtract sometime, because sometime suppose uh, simile, right? So that e is in this case e is pronounced as I, but suppose if I say uh, domicile, so here e is not pronounced, right? So sometime e is pronounced, sometime e is not pronounced. So when e is not pronounced, then we have to minus it or subtract it. Then same diphthong triphthong, sometime diphthong is pronounced as one, so then we have to subtract one for each diphthong triphthong, no? Then does the word end with le or les? So add one only if the letter before the le is consonant less, so that it will be one will be added. Otherwise sometime le or sometime les, right? So the number you get is the number, so that will be counted as syllable. So this is the good method of counting syllables. So please take care. God bless you.